Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show and tell you about Noom. Has Noom helped you? I believe it has.
Oh, that's got an app. You can do tracking. It's terrific.
It does. Noom builds personal plans that can meet individual needs. That's the thing. Takes into account any dietary restrictions, medical issues, other personal needs. That helps build a plan that works for you. And yes, so I know that you've had your own personalized program here that you've been working on. And
it's weight loss This is weight loss results that last. They stick around because you get yourself into a lifestyle change. That's what matters.
That's mainly it. You can't just say, I'm going to cut that out for a month and then go back
to
it. That's not what it is. So I'm glad it's helping you. That's great. And it really does. I like the psychology and biology-based approach here. Yeah. Noom Weight uses psychology. That's why they say losing weight starts with your brain, but it also takes into account your unique biological factors, Jimmy. All of your multitude flora and fauna that goes on inside of you there.
Sure. Yeah.
Stay focused on what's important to you with Noom's psychology and biology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com, Noom.com here, based on 3.5-year study of actively engaged Noom users with minimum starting BMI of 25. Individual results may vary. Visit our website for more information. Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit more about Rocket Money. It's the start of a new year. It's the perfect time to get organized, set your goals, prioritize what matters most. And for me, top priority is getting myself together here. Financial wellness, doing that, which that feels important, just feels like adult stuff that you have to do. And thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable now. They show me all my subscriptions in one place, help me easily cancel ones I forgot that I've been paying for, which happened to me, absolutely happened to me. For years, I was paying for something. I was like, what is going on here? Rocket Money found it and saved me lots of money since then, because it's been a while. So they did a great job here. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder today. That's rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder. rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Welch's knows some things make zero sense, like why the algorithm knows your music tastes better than you do. But zero sugar and full flavor? We made that make sense with new Welch's Zero Sugar. All that passion fruit or tropical punch goodness and none of the sugar. You gotta sip it to get it. New Welch's Zero Sugar. Let's fruit stuff up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder Express.
Yay and choo-choo!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today on another absolutely wild edition of Small Town Murder Express. As you know, we pack all the punch of a regular Small Town Murder episode and we cram it into an hour, so it is quite the poppin' thing here. Before we do get into that, we want to say, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that? Tickets for live shows.
Big stuff.
They're all on sale for 2024. There's only 12 shows, and they are selling out fast. Phoenix in November. November is sold out already. Done. Nashville, which is a big theater.
Very close.
There's like a few individual seats left in the balcony. Done. Kansas City's, please get your tickets now if you want to come to a live show. Trust me. Boston, New York, end of the year. Get those tickets right now. First shows are Sacramento, San Francisco.
Hell yeah.
What is it? April 5th and 6th, I think. So get your asses in there. Come see us. We are excited. Shutupandgivememurder.com. You also definitely want Patreon.
Oh.
Patreon.com/Crime and Sports is where you get all the bonus material, all the good stuff. Anybody $5 a month or above, you get a couple hundred bonus episodes to binge on immediately. New ones every other week. One Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder, and you get it all, damn it. This week, what you're going to get for Crime and Sports, we're going to talk about Morgana the Kissing Bandit.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a lady with, like, the biggest boobs anybody's ever seen who would run out onto, like, in the middle of the World Series, she'd run out and go
letting them bounce.
Kiss the pitcher on the mound and then run off, and everybody would smile and clap, and it was fine, and nobody cared. It was the weirdest thing in the world.
Wild.
We'll talk about her, and then for Small Town Murder, the prisoner dating game is back, everybody.
Oh, boy.
Jimmie, my friend here, I'll line up 4 bachelors, 4 bachelorettes for him to choose from, and the only thing they have in common is they are all violent felons currently incarcerated.
All pieces of shit.
Jimmie's going to pick one of each based solely on their pitch that they give on their dating profiles, and then he gets to find out what they did later on. It's
great.
What Jimmie's future will look like there. So it's so much fun. Patreon.com/Crime and Sports. Also, listen to Crime and Sports if you haven't lately.
Yeah.
Murder, lots of murder lately, lots of weird stuff. And then also, you definitely want to listen to Your Stupid Opinions every Monday morning as well, because holy shit, is it hilarious.
It's the best.
We will pat ourselves on the back for that one. It's funny as shit.
It's really well done.
That said, I think it's time, everybody.
All right.
Let's all sit back. What do you say? Clear the lungs, arms to the sky, and let's all shout. Shut up and give me murder. Let's do this, Jimmie, and everybody else. Let's go on a trip, shall we?
We shall.
We are going to Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's final destination, huh?
Yeah.
We're going
twisty.
We're going to Pocahontas, Arkansas. Pocahontas.
Get out of
Arkansas,
here. What?
Yes. Pocahontas is where we're going. Northeastern Arkansas is the location here. It's about an hour 45 to Memphis, which is the closest kind of big city. It's closest to Jonesboro, Arkansas, so that not a lot there. About 2 hours and 20 minutes to Bryant, Arkansas, which was our last Arkansas episode, which, wow, did we did not abide by this title. That was episode 414, and the title was Don't Anger the Princess, and we certainly did. We ruffled some feathers of a murderer, and she got real pissed off at us and commented some real self-righteous shit like, how dare you? And it was like, how dare us? You killed your father for no reason. Don't how dare us.
And then shared pictures about him without admitting what you did.
Dude, what a nightmare.
She's out of her mind.
Go back and listen to that one if you missed it, because holy shit. Population of Pocahontas, 7,629. So small town.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's still pretty small. There's not a lot around it, so it's a pretty small town.
I didn't even know it existed. Shit.
Neither did I. It's not on the 40, which is the only place in Arkansas I've ever seen is driving through it. Median household income here is extremely low. It's about half the national average, $35,691. Real low.
Straight broke. Yeah.
Median home price here, though, it fits. It goes along with the income. $122,800. So it is cheap here. Little bit of history here. There is a statue of Pocahontas located in Overlook Park along the Black River, and local legend holds that Pocahontas was named the county seat through an act of trickery. Yes, more county seat. I love it when they would. We've had so many episodes. Men shooting each other dead in the streets to see who's going to keep the records in there. Like, who cares? So they did it.
Wow.
Apparently, there was a county meeting to determine which city would be the county seat. And the delegation from Pocahontas brought in large quantities of alcohol and distributed it to the other delegation, to everybody else there, the other delegates.
Just get them hammered, man.
When it came to vote, the only delegation not passed out or otherwise distracted was the ones from Pocahontas. They were
hilarious.
They stayed sober and did the vote. So that's the county legend here. Is it started by drunk hucksters, which is hilarious. I love it.
Outstanding.
Reviews of this town. Here we go. 5 stars. Okay. Pocahontas is a small town where everyone is connected. There are many activities for high school students. What do you think those are in a town of 7,000?
Everyone's connected. I wouldn't brag about that.
Everyone's connected by blood, really. My family tree is everybody in my school. But there's activities for high school students, which I doubt, other than going to high school sports and sitting in the Sonic parking lot.
JROTC, yeah.
The town has many job opportunities for high school students. Has many.
For high school students?
Yes.
Jesus.
So a lot of fast food is what that says.
Yeah.
Personally, my favorite part of this town is how enthusiastic its residents are at every football game or town function. The Pocahontas residents are there and supporting the youth or the well-being of the town.
Some Friday Night Lights shit.
Wow. Pocahontas celebrates together, mourns together, and takes pride in the town name. Okay. Interesting. Here's 4 stars. 4 stars. For a small town, it's quite all right.
It's fine.
Sounds like a British person. It's quite all right.
All right.
There isn't much to do, but that's the beauty of it. Having to come up with something creative to do around here is always fun.
Oh, that's fucking exhausting.
Be it hide and seek in Walmart. That's
I'm 42.
not an activity.
No.
Hide and seek in Walmart's not fun past the age of 12. This is crazy. Or finding things we never noticed in the square. You're going to run out of shit quick, probably, I bet.
This is a fucking highlights magazine. I'm not looking for hidden shit.
Wow. I give it 4 stars. The highlights. 4 stars because the school here isn't that great, but everything else is fine for me. Okay. Yikes. Okay. 3 stars. I like the community center, although right now it has just 1 basketball court. There is really not much to do. There's no malls, but we have a Walmart and a bowling alley. Oh, well, hide and seek and then bowling. I mean, that's...
On the same street corner.
That's the night. Probably in the same plaza, I bet.
Yeah.
1 star. Okay. I lived in Pocahontas most of my life. The town is awful with extremely rude and questionable individuals. Questionable.
There we go.
The only real shopping you can do is Walmart. The town has a lot of eyes wide shut crime, and the residents know it extremely well.
What is that? A lot of sex crime. Right?
Yeah, I don't think that's. I think they're saying that.
Yeah, we don't. We
look the other way and ignore when the banjos are
really.
playing in the. No, that is because I was like eyes wide shut. Was it?
What is that?
People being murdered at sex parties, fancy society sex parties.
I got raped in the asshole by a man with a bird beak. He fucked me with the beak.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really rough.
Eyes wide shut kind of crime.
Decent food though. They had a buffet going. It was good.
Great chili dog.
That's fucking funny. The school with a lot of residents being deep in the woods, I can understand, but not in the middle of town. Talking about crime. The schools are awful and bullying and teenage pregnancies are rampant here. Yep. There isn't really anything to do unless you have the right family name. And right is in quotes. I would never, ever want to have children in this place, and there really isn't any job opportunities either. It's a small town trying to grow larger while keeping a tight hold of their ancient mentalities. Truly, it's an awful place to live.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe too. Okay. Things to do here. The Pocahontas Founders Day Festival.
Oh.
I just see Chevy Chase and Funny Farm. That's all I see. Yeah. That's the only way I know of it here.
Founders Day. Is it a lot of native celebration?
Nope. It's no, not at all. It's just a 2-day event where they have a kids' day, temporary pop-up tavern beer garden.
Yeah, just like the founders wanted.
Yeah, just like they envisioned. Kids Randolph County displays. Miss Founders Day pageant, of course. You have to have that, obviously.
And
then
teenager, how hot she is.
I don't know. That one's hotter than that one. And then live music, but they don't tell you who. So, and they're playing for 4. They're playing for 4 hours, whatever the live music is. 4 hours of playing.
4 fucking hours. Jesus.
4 hours. There's also a haunted history hayride and a quilt show. So this is going to be.
Oh, man.
When you're done catching your breath after the quilt show, you're going to want to hear about a murder, and we have that for you. So
here we go.
Let's talk about a murder, shall we?
All right.
Okay. Let's talk about a lady first here.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Linda F. Collins is her name. Okay. Linda F. Collins. She's born April 17th, 1962 in Pocahontas. She is
really?
Pocahontas born and bred kind of a gal.
How about it?
And she is a self-made type of woman. I will give her that. Absolutely. Yeah. Her parents are Benny Collins and Carolyn Vernice Honeycutt Collins. Vernice is a very southern name.
You betcha.
Vernice. There's not a lot of, that's wow.
That is usually a mispronunciation, too.
Yeah, somebody thought it was Bernice, and they didn't have the amount of teeth they needed to say Bernice. And, I don't know.
It's a marrying of two names like Vernon and Bernice.
That could happen, too. Yeah, mom and dad. She grew up poor here, once saying that she didn't have running water until she was in her teens. That's very poor. That's extremely poor. For the 60s and 70s, that's pretty poor. That's not great.
It's a very hack thing to do to talk about how, what do you not got running water? But this person, she actually didn't have it till she was in her teens. Think about that life. That's so hard.
At the same time, we don't know how true that is, though, because later on, when she said this was a time when this would be advantageous to her for her profession to say this stuff. So it might be true. But we were not positive. Nobody's corroborated this lack of running water or anything like that. So
that's so tough.
That's tough. So she graduates. She goes to school, and she attended school at Williford and graduates here. In 1995, when she's 33, she marries a man named Philip Smith. So she becomes Linda Collins Smith. She hyphenates it. Married him. They end up having 2 children, Kate and Butch.
That's really his name? It's not a nickname?
Butch. All I've only seen is Butch.
Okay.
So if there's a nickname, then it's his nickname. Yeah, it is. His nickname is his name is buried deep in a birth certificate somewhere that no one's going to unseal.
His name is Butch. Goddammit.
Absolutely. So Linda here, she goes into real estate. She becomes a real estate agent and also tries to kind of start businesses. She starts trying to buy like motels and operate them as well. So around 2001, she and her husband bought and operated a Days Inn in Pocahontas, which I'm sure is top notch. The Days Inn in Pocahontas.
It's probably lucrative because it's probably one of those like last stops. Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, maybe. And they ended up they'll have that for about 15 years too. I mean, they'll keep this thing for a while. Franchise. Now, she gets into politics, and that's why that's when the whole I didn't have running water till my teens things comes out, is when she's running for office. So you want to have,
I'd be telling people that too.
As a politician, you want to have the best origin story possible. Yeah. And if you were born like 14 feet under the ground, like in a coal mine, and had to be like, that would be the best story possible. Like, I crawled through fucking 12 feet of shit to get to this, just to get to the surface without taking a breath.
Yesterday I took my first shower, for Christ's sake.
It's wild. So she is elected here in 2010, or she first seeks election in 2010 to the Arkansas House of Representatives. So not the United States Congress, but State Arkansas's Congress. Yeah. So she wins the seat, and she serves from 2011 to 2013.
Okay.
The reason why she only serves 2 years is because, a couple different reasons. One, she got elected, and this is one thing. I am not going to get into the politics of this because she's also very controversial in her politics. And so,
God damn it.
If we bring it up and if we say anything or don't say anything about what she's saying, people get mad. Then you guys are going to argue with each other in the comments about, I don't want to deal with it. This has nothing to fucking do with the politics of it. Her politics do not contribute anything to the story as far as the murder goes. So
that's helpful.
I'll just say that she got elected as one party, and pretty much as soon as she took office, she switched to the other party.
Oh, you're not winning a second
time.
So
that's a hard, no matter what side you're on, you're going, hey, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So
is that a person you think that won and was like, I wish I wouldn't have done this?
No, it's a person who that's what that district was. So they got elected as that because that was who people were going to vote for was that party. And then she switched to try to switch it.
Surprise.
Surprise. And not only did she switch parties, she didn't, because like there's a lot of middle in politics where there's middle politicians where they could switch parties and you'd barely notice it. You know what I mean? Where she went from one party to the extreme wing of the other party. like introducing controversial bills that are trying to get herself attention is what that is.
Sure.
That's whenever you hear some fucking corn pone hayseed dipshit introduce some that's just for attention. That's what they're doing. They don't care if it passes.
Because they know it's not going to win.
Even if it doesn't, they don't care. Yeah, it's not a matter of the law. It's a matter of attention. And that's either party. So any party, really, not even either. So she did serve on the City, County, and Local Affairs Committee, as well as the Joint Energy and the Revenue Taxation Committee.
Oh,
so yes. But in 2012, there was a redistricting process that put her up against somebody in her own party, basically. Now. Yeah. Put her in. There was a district that her own party was dominating now, the party she switched to. So instead of taking that person on who was already established in that area, she instead ran for the Arkansas Senate at that point.
Oh.
Yes. She lost, though, by 3 percentage points. So,
ouch.
Yeah, in the general. So close. Yeah. But that's her politics. It's not over for her politics-wise either. No. So in 2012, her and her husband here, her and Phil, Linda and Phil, purchased an independent non-franchise motel that they renovated and then opened in 2013.
Okay.
And she'll hang on to that, too. So they're doing that sort of shit. They're doing, motels, and that's kind of, it seems like that's their business. And then she's trying to, I don't know, she's also trying to do politics, because in 2014, she again runs again for the Senate here, and I don't even want to get into what she's into here, but she loses here by over 16% of the vote.
Ooh, that's getting smoked.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. She won by over 16% of the vote.
Oh, she ran away with it.
In a different district and all that kind of shit. Yeah, and it's a very firebrand platform she ran on. Let's just say that here. So that's 2014. Now, by 2016, she has her and Phil get a divorce. They separate in 2016. The divorce will be finalized 2 years later. The problem is, in the middle of this divorce, Phil, her husband, has some issues here. He's a circuit court judge, is his profession. Oh. Yeah, so he's a judge. She's a state rep at this point. And in late 2017, there was allegations of improper use of office equipment.
What was he doing?
We don't know. Just improper use of that could be making copies, or have improper use of office equipment. That's not exactly embezzlement.
Right. That could be trying to staple with a pen.
That's not exactly a big deal. But apparently, he resigns his position as a circuit court judge over this controversy.
Wow.
So I don't know what he was doing with that. Was he selling it? Like, what the fuck was he doing? That's improper.
Was he putting the stapler inside someone?
Maybe that's it. He just had it all outside in the parking lot and let people use it like a Kinko's, probably.
Letting it get rained on. That's what, my grandfather would be furious if I put his tools in the driveway.
That would be improper use. Yeah. So, anyway, after their divorce, so Phil has not only resigns his position as a circuit court judge, but their divorce is mighty contentious. Really? They're fighting over every dime, every asset.
Christ.
It's one of those that's going to drag out, and they're going to fight.
Stop it.
They're going to every little thing. It's going to be one of those. So she runs for re-election for the state rep again in 2018, but she is defeated in the primary. She doesn't even get to.
Oh no! Doesn't get to the general.
Doesn't even get to the general. She is defeated in the primary by 6 percentage points. So
okay. Kind of close.
She has really got an up and down roller coaster career here. This is like one day they love her, next day they hate her. It's wild.
She's not a lock, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. And the guy who beat her in the primary ended up winning the general with over 70% of the vote. So it's a very heavy district in that favor of that particular party. So at this point now, she's not in office anymore. To be defeated in an election is a public rebuke. It's like you have been told on the local news, they've announced everyone likes this person better than that person. Like it's got to be a hard thing for people to take. That's why politics are only for the crazy.
And to take a public drubbing in nothing but local shit.
Yes.
Like, that's the only people that saw that was the local people.
People you know and grew up around.
And the people that you get gas with.
Yeah. Yeah. You go to Thanksgiving, everyone's like, oh, sorry.
Hey, loser.
So what happened there?
Don't talk to her about that shit, okay?
No shit.
Talk about the gravy. I don't care. Anything else.
So she's got basically now her husband, too. They've gotten a divorce. So she becomes really close to her best friend because she's really, you got to cling to the people that are close to you at this point in time when you're going through all this shit. So she's got a best friend named Rebecca Lynn O'Donnell, who goes by Becky. So Becky O'Donnell here. She's born in 1971. She's 9 years younger. She had worked for Colin's campaign in 2014 and 18, but that's not how they met. They were friends anyway, and she said, come work for my campaign, be my aide, basically, be my right-hand person. Right. So she was there through both of those campaigns. A friend of both of them said, quote, they were inseparable. If you ever wanted to know what was going on with Linda, you could ask Becky and vice versa. They did everything together, and they were close confidants. They called each other sisters, even though they weren't blood relations. So that's what she's got. She's got a close friend.
I want a confidant.
I was going to say we have half of a Golden Girl situation here. If we can get one more lady and her old Sicilian mother to come on board, we got ourselves a Golden Girls here. If
she gave her a card, I know what it said inside.
I got a fucking idea who the biggest gift was from. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So she's returns to private life. Mm-hmm. And the private life she returns to is an ongoing, acrimonious fucking mountain of a legal fight with her husband, with her ex-husband.
Jesus. God damn it.
It's over property. It's over money. They have a lot of, because they own assets and investment properties and all this shit to fight over. It's not like, well.
Dude, I own.
We got divorced. We own nothing.
Nothing.
You could say,
it was a pain in the dick.
I'm taking everything from you. And you'd be like, okay. Great. It doesn't matter. I mean,
5 years
pockets
later,
inside
still
out.
Arguing about it. Still arguing about nothing.
Blood from a stone, darling. That's sorry. But this is a different story when you have stuff and assets.
Circuit judge and local politician / businesswoman, they've got things.
They've got lawyers. They've got yeah. So the divorce judge, who her name is Judge Ellen Brantley. She orders Linda to divide equally with her husband the remaining gold and silver that they have. They have a bunch of gold and silver bars.
Precious metals. What?
Yeah, they don't have like certificates for these. They have physical silver
ones. Fort Knox.
A truck pulled up and dropped off gold to them like it's the 80s or some shit.
Unreal.
So, yeah. So they didn't want the Billy the Kid and his gang to steal it, so they had to hide it in a cave.
The younger kids coming around.
So this gold was valued at $24,000.
Okay.
And so she was supposed to pay him half of that. And the deal was if she was unable to sell it, locate it, whatever, if there was any problems with the gold, then her other option was, she had a buyout option, was to pay him
cash will suffice.
10 grand cash. Mm-hmm. So 12 grand in gold or 10 grand in cash is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's going on, but that's only the gold. Everything else they're still fighting over. Properties. There's still 2 motels in play. There's all this type of shit. Money in the bank, investments in stocks and 401ks and all that kind of shit. So by 2019, Linda becomes pretty much all year, she's telling a lot of people that she is worried about her safety.
Oh?
Yes.
How old a lady is she?
She's right now, she's born in 62.
Okay.
So
I'm 50
in her 40s.
She's doing great.
Yeah, she's doing great. So 62, which she's in her 50s right now. So 57 she would be. Right. So yeah, she's doing fine. She definitely, though, is concerned about her safety and telling everybody about that she feels unsafe. She feels like someone's after her. Or there's she just feels weird. So she gave an HP computer to a guy named Benjamin Simmons a couple months before in mid-2019, and told him to give this computer to the cops if anything happens to me.
Okay.
So this is like...
Oh, Benny, hang on to this.
Yeah, this I guess like all of her secrets.
This is my trove of everything.
My trove. give this to the cops if anything happens to her. So you don't do that unless you're really
concerned.
You're concerned, you're paranoid, and everything like that. So she's trying to get back into politics because that's really where she thrives. So June of 2019, early June, her family had been expecting her back. She went from Arkansas to Washington, D.C., and she used this trip to try to network and try to restart her political career after she lost.
Support.
But they said she was supposed to be home on May 28th, but she hasn't talked to her family in a week after that.
Never showed up.
No, she made it. Her son Butch said, quote, "I knew that she made it home, but past that, that's the last time I had heard from her."
Yeah.
So they knew. Her daughter said that text messages to her mother weren't going through after that.
Oh, they weren't even being delivered.
They weren't delivering, like your phone's off or something.
Right.
And that her mother was not on social media either. And she said her mother's always on social media, always posting shit and everything like that.
Yeah, gotcha.
Radio silence from social media and the text won't go through. So they're like, that's weird. Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you about the safest sponsor ever, Simply Safe. Absolutely. These people will keep you safe. It's amazing. You know that every 26 seconds a burglary takes place in the United States, according to the FBI. That means that by the time this podcast is over, dozens and dozens of homes will have been targeted, ransacked. God knows what happens here. So protect your home before it's too late with Simply Safe proactive security system. Simply Safe helps stop threats before they even have a chance to break in. Named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report 5 years in a row. And by us for about the last 8 years as well. If you trust us, believe me, you want Simply Safe. So visit simplysafe.com/small to claim 50% off a new system with professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's simplysafe.com/small. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now back to the show.
This show, Small Town Murder, is brought to you by BetterHelp. Get yourself some therapy, everybody. Honestly, here. We often hear about, red flags that you should avoid. Hey, that's a lot of a thing. It's become a real phrase now, real cliche. Yeah. But why don't you focus also, you look at like green flags in friends and partners. Look for good things as well. Right. And maybe you're not sure what that looks like, though. Therapy can help you figure that out. What are positive things? What are the green flags? And then you can practice them in your relationship. It's absolutely a fact. And so, honestly, we absolutely are huge advocates for this. It really, really helps. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable. It's convenient. They serve over 5 million people worldwide. You can access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists, wide ranges of specialties there. Here's the coolest part. You're not getting along with your therapist, you're just not feeling it, you can switch at any time, no extra charge.
Wow.
The thing is, they want you to get help. That's it. And you can do it with BetterHelp. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/smalltownmurder today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
The last post was to her Twitter account on May 27th, 2019 that they could find. So by like June 3rd, June 4th, their family is very concerned about what the hell's going on here. Right. So her father and her son, Butch, went over to her house on June 4th to say, where the fuck is she? Her car is in the driveway.
Yeah.
It's a good sign. The door is locked. They knock on the door. No one answers.
Yeah.
Somebody has a key, so they go inside. And Butch said, I could see where her suitcase was there with the tags on it. So she still had her.
So she's back.
Yeah, she still got her suitcase. Yeah, suitcases
are there.
Claim
tag. Yep.
Still got her fucking, Sky Priority tag sitting on the edge of the bag and all that kind of shit.
That stick 'em
there. So they said, but they couldn't find her purse and her cell phone. Her purse and her cell phone weren't around, and she wasn't there either. So her bags are here. Her car is here. Purse and cell phone aren't. So like, did she go out with somebody? What the fuck? So they're looking around the house, calling her, Linda. She's not answering. They look down on the kitchen floor and they see a big dark stain on the kitchen floor.
Uh-oh.
Now, Butch said it looked like somebody had dropped a coffee pot and it had sprayed out. from just in a semicircular path out from there. Looks like if you drop a coffee pot, it's going to go in a big,
or a cup or anything.
Yeah, but so the volume of it was like a coffee pot.
Oh, it was a lot.
Okay. It was a lot, yeah, big dark stain. So they're like, what the fuck? So they search around the house. They go back outside because they're just like, she's not in there. I mean, we searched the whole house. She's not in there.
Where the fuck could she be?
Butch looks over and sees a tarp that's not normally there.
Oh.
And he's like, what's that tarp doing there?
Oh, that's the grossest question.
Yep. He said, when I raised it, a swarm of flies came out.
Oh, Jesus.
And I saw her. It just made me physically sick to my stomach.
Oh, my God.
I was kind of in shock. I saw my mom there. Yeah. She was wrapped in a blanket and with a tarp put over her, just like in the driveway. Just like by the house, by the garage, just hanging out.
Huh.
Really strange. So, yeah, they say that Butch found his mother's body in an advanced state of decomposition, is what the sheriff would say. And later on, the sheriff also said, looking at the scene and the circumstances around it, it was obvious that it was a murder. Well, no shit.
Yeah. You don't generally climb in the wood pile.
You generally don't wrap yourself in a
Shit
blanket.
out of yourself or whatever the hell.
Throw a fucking tarp over your head and go, I'm just going to die in the driveway. Leave me be.
However I go, I go.
That's not normal, I don't think. That'd be the worst suicide attempt ever.
or at least the most baffling.
Still out there? Uh-huh.
Still
I'll die
trying.
eventually. Hold on, I got to use the bathroom. Then I'll go back out and die. That'd be a terrible one. So they are confused, obviously, as to what the fuck happened. There's blood everywhere. She has a lot of holes in her.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of stab wounds, but they won't say that at first. They will tell nobody the cause of death at first.
Good idea.
Because she was such a public figure, too, there's a lot of, like, records sealed till certain times and this type of shit because there's a lot of private information.
Sure.
But, yeah, they don't tell they want to save that. A lot of times they'll save something like that so that way if somebody confesses, you know if it's true or not. Yeah, that's all there is to it. So they said, they also looked around, found blood in the kitchen. They realized that coffee stain was blood, not coffee.
Really?
It was a big dark blood stain. Yeah, which after a week will be that color.
It'll turn coffee black, yeah.
Yep, and they said also in the kitchen they found Clorox, a big thing of bleach with blood around it. They said the bottle had what appeared to be blood smeared on the top of the nozzle.
Yeah, more blood than they realized, obviously, huh?
Yeah, so, because, they were doing a once-over. They weren't going around with, a fucking luminol, really getting into the whole thing. So they confirmed to the public that the body found is hers, former state rep and all that kind of shit, and they're investigating it as a homicide. So this, as far as local people in the Pocahontas area goes, she's pretty famous.
This is pretty wild.
This is a lot for the area. So they confirm all of that. They said she was dead, but they were unable to confirm the remains found were hers at first because of the condition of the body.
That far advanced.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking
a week.
It's the middle of the summer in Arkansas.
In Arkansas. Oh God.
Summer,
Dear
Arkansas,
Christ.
sitting outside for a week.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's going to be real fucking, especially
bugs.
When you have wounds in you too that bugs can get into and make it worse.
Right.
So it is disgusting. So the property records showed that it is owned by her former husband, actually, the house. They're still fighting over it. They haven't transferred anything or done anything like that. The divorce was final in October, a few months back, 6 months ago, but they were in the midst of a very large court battle about everything. And the cops find this out, and they're like, okay. Well,
let's have a chit-chat, Mr. Smith.
Let's go sit down with you. The state police say they didn't expect to make any additional statements about the case until an arrest is made.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going to talk about it.
Phil's coming around real quick.
Yeah, this is we got a pretty good idea what's going on here.
Yeah.
But a judge issued an order sealing the documents and statements obtained by the police during the investigation. So
really,
there was like a blackout on any sort of anything. There was a lot of rumors coming out because this is a small area. So cops talk to their friend, and then he goes to the bar and tells somebody else, and that sort of shit. Now, there are cameras inside of her house.
Oh.
There's supposed to be cameras. There aren't now, but there was cameras at
whoever
some
did
point.
this knew there were cameras.
Well, they said, okay, there's cameras in the house, so they asked her friend Becky, she has cameras in the house, right? And Becky said that actually her boyfriend had just taken all the cameras out of the house because they weren't working right.
Okay.
She said that, and this is from an affidavit, Rebecca O'Donnell revealed approximately 1 week ago, Timmy Logains, who's her boyfriend at the time, she's got a boyfriend too. Linda's got a boyfriend named, a man in his 50s named Timmy.
Attaboy, Timmy.
No.
Let's grow up, Timmy.
Timmy.
Tim, be a man.
To be a man, Timothy. Timmy Logains had removed numerous security cameras from Linda Collins Smith residence due to the cameras not staying charged.
Oh.
Becky stated that Linda Collins Smith was going to see if she could return the security cameras to Best Buy for a refund. So they said during the crime scene search of the Linda Collins Smith residence, the security cameras in question could not be located in the home. So now they're like, now they're like, okay, now we got an ex-husband who they're fighting, and now she's got a boyfriend who's removing all of her security cameras.
What's your deal, Tim?
So yeah, now they're like, okay, we just got another contestant into the murder fucking pool here. Come on down, Timmy Logains, come on down. You're our latest person who's struck us as suspicious.
You're the next person that's made a big mistake.
Not good at all. So the family reacting to the death, obviously, they said they're surprised, upset, angered, and saddened was their statement. Yeah. The family said they were, quote, at a loss for words in describing the feelings and emotions that they were currently going through.
Sure.
Don't blame them. A statement, this was a statement from the father and the son and the daughter who did not attend the service. They had a big service for her, like a big public service, and the family didn't go to it.
Right.
They asked for, quote, your understanding and being unable to speak about the ongoing investigation, because everybody was asking them about that. They said, we are confident that the Randolph County Sheriff's Department and the Arkansas State Police are using all resources available to find a solution to this investigation and put our hearts and minds at ease.
That's a group that's standing behind their dad, too.
Yeah.
Because if dad can't win. Going to it or not going to it, he looks like a piece of shit.
Oh, I meant that's her dad, not the kid's dad. It's her father and the kids are making this statement. That's her family, her actual parent and the children.
What about dad? Is he...
He is staying pretty quiet here, I think, at this point. They said, Linda would want us all to be strong for her during this trying time. Let us honor her memory, all of the wonderful things she said and did for so many people, regardless of political views or otherwise.
Yeah.
And they said, and the lawyer said, please share only official news from the police and from the funeral home. Respect and honor Linda's memory. Remember her family when you start sounding off on social media and media in general. It's a grave disrespect by the people that are dishonoring the memory of Linda. They should know better. So there's a lot of people, there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of gossip about it because it's a fucking small town and somebody who everybody knows got fucking murdered and stuck in her driveway. Butchered. Yeah, butchered.
Butchered in her own home.
Holy shit. So the judge here signs off on the gag order, like we said. The state police spokesperson said the homicide investigation remains active and special agents assigned to the case have devoted all available resources to the investigation. Now, while being investigated about his wife's murder, Philip Smith, the husband, remember, he's supposed to get half the... What's with all this gun, Phil? Phil is supposed to get half of that gold. Well, on November 8th here, he tells the prosecutors, or the investigators, that about $25,000, all the gold she's supposed to have, and gold and silver coins, were missing from her home. We went through. No one can find those coins, They said when he went to retrieve the box they were in, he said it wasn't anywhere to be found. So now he's saying, I don't know what happened to any gold.
I don't have it.
So the family gathers at the police station here, and who could have done it? I mean, who could have done it? They interviewed everybody, basically. They interview the boyfriend, they interview the husband, and they interview the people closest to her. Boyfriend, husband, Becky are the three closest to her. Yeah. They got the husband, obviously, motivation there, the ex-husband. Yeah. We have the boyfriend, who they don't know what's been going on with those two. He says everything's fine.
But he's got a bunch of cameras that shouldn't be his.
That's the thing. And then they got Becky, who they broke Becky down into saying, yes, they had argued over a text message not being returned quickly enough in the last few weeks.
That doesn't. Yeah.
Which doesn't seem murder-worthy, really.
I got
that's what they got.
bones to pick with you, James.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you return my text message. The next time I see you, it is going to be fucking on.
I will just ask you exactly what I texted you.
I am going to spill
and I'll keep asking it until you answer it.
I'm going to spill your blood like coffee out of a pot if this happens. I'll tell you what, right now. Watch out. So Rebecca, though, Becky's there to comfort Linda's children also. Her adult children are there, and they were all hugging out there. Sure. Butch said she comes out crying, comes up to me and hugs me, and, they were all hugging. They said, now, another thing Becky had told the police was that, because she knows all of Linda's business, is that Linda has not had any income since January.
Oh, shit.
The motel not doing well, and... yeah, things aren't going great.
That's 6 months.
And she's out of office, so she's not getting a paycheck. So she said she was taking the money out of a hotel that they had owned to pay bills. Yeah. That's what she had been doing lately.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
That's a problem. So number one suspect has to be ex-husband here.
Absolutely.
Financial gain, all of that. So the police, the spokesperson said here, the detective said, you start thinking about who the heck could have done this. And my first answer was, oh, no, I'm sorry. This is Butch saying this. This is the son.
Oh.
You start thinking about who the heck could have done this. And my first answer was that my dad did it.
My God, Butch.
It's not, if your kids think that, I could see dad killing mom, that's not a good sign for you.
Mom showed up dead.
Must have been dad. Where's dad?
Jesus Christ, Butch.
Yep. And they said, then the sister said, you always think of, his sister, Linda's daughter, you always think of who has the most to gain. And with the divorce being disputed, I said, it was my dad. So both the kids are in agreement. Dad killed mom. Fuck. Messy
I guess they
divorce.
don't visit him now.
Yeah. The divorce had involved about $2 million in assets that they were trying to divide. So that gold and silver was just the tip of the iceberg. They had a lot of shit going on here. So that's a lot. Now, they're investigating. And what they found out is, yes, the security cameras were installed throughout the home, and yes, they had been removed, but they discover at her home on a computer that some of the video footage has been stored on there.
Oh, on the computer?
And the cameras were in use right up to and right till just past when she was actually murdered. They have footage
that's wonderful.
Of it. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty fucking amazing. Yep, they do. They
so it's like one of those ones that you have like a cloud drive that it stores it. Like your fucking doorbell or anything.
It just goes to, I'll go check and see what that was. And
Uh-oh.
So they get these fucking videos, and they're sizing up old Phil for his cuffs at this point. They're like, what do you think? He's about a medium? I mean, they got
5-inch around. Let's get those ones.
They got his bedroll ready at the jail. Like they got a bedroll with a toothbrush sitting on top of it. He's all ready to go. And then they look at the videos.
Oh boy.
The videos right away show Becky O'Donnell. First thing they see is her in front of the camera holding a bloody knife and tampering with the video cameras.
Get out of my life.
Trying to fucking pull it off the wall.
Becky,
what the fuck, Bex? Bex, what are you doing, man? This is insane.
Also, Butch, have some faith in your father.
That's it. And Kate. Both of them like, yep, figured it's got to be my dad. Like, fuck. Dad's like, thanks a lot. I can't have the same relationship with those kids anymore if I'm dead.
Don't worry, I'll never buy you another Christmas gift, you fucking jerks.
Like, I get that you're mourning your mother's loss, and that's horrible, but what the fuck? I didn't kill her. You're going to put it on me? Telling the press it must have been me? That's fucked up.
I got a few hotels I can't manage. I was going to give you a job, you fucking dick.
Jesus Christ, man. So they were able to retrieve another video which showed captured a woman screaming.
What?
And then Becky putting a large knife in a purse.
Oh, my God. They got the whole thing?
They got the fucking murder on film. You couldn't be caught more red-handed than a still. I have the still. I'll post it on the social media of her fucking standing in front of the camera with a giant bloody knife in her hand. You can't get caught any more red-handed than that. Like, holy shit.
How old is she? Around the same age?
She's 40. If she's 57, then she's 48. They're 9
she
years
doesn't know
apart.
shit about technology.
Apparently not. She said if I just rip the cameras off the wall, then all the footage will be gone.
Over,
like, you should have done that beforehand. This is from the affidavit here that they discover. The video in question shows the specific location inside the Linda Collins Smith residence where investigators believe Linda Collins Smith was murdered. The video shows Ms. O'Donnell with what appears to be blood on her hands while holding a large knife.
Jesus Christ.
The video also shows Ms. O'Donnell in possession of a white purse that appears to have a significant amount of blood on it.
Oh, my God.
Information being provided by the medical examiner revealed that Linda Collins Smith had been fatally stabbed with at least 6 fatal stab wounds.
Jesus.
There's more stab wounds than that, but at least 6 of them were fatal. She was butchered, Jimmy.
Do we know why?
But we'll find out. It ain't much.
Boy.
But she was butchered. I mean,
boy.
They initially released that she died from a gunshot, by the way.
Oh, really?
That's what they tell the public at first. They don't say shit about the stabbing because they want to keep that in their back pocket. But they say that she took the cameras home. She deleted some of the video, but didn't get all of it.
She didn't know how.
She didn't know how to do it. Then, hours after the murder, the nighttime video from outside the home captured someone hiding under a white sheet, then going back into the house. So she killed her, went outside, sat under a sheet for some reason, Becky, for a while, like a long time, and then went back into the house.
Sans sheet, or she like wore the
no,
sheet
she wore the sheet in the house, like covering her. So the
she
outside
knew the camera was there.
Yeah, because she was probably too high to reach. So she just said, "Fuck it, I'll just wear a sheet over my head."
Wow,
which is weird as fuck. Then they said, they said that there's a video of her buying bleach and a video of her holding a knife with blood on it while standing over the body as well. She's literally with the two of them in the same shot. Let's get a 2-shot. You and the corpse, please, that you've just murdered. You and your victim, please.
Now go to Walmart and get the bleach.
They get Becky in there and they're like, "Splain. You got a lot of splaining to do, little missy."
So what happened?
What happened here? She tried to explain the video of her holding a bloody knife over the corpse of her friend.
What the fuck?
She's like, "Oh, I can explain that." That's balls.
We're playing a game.
If they if they show you that video, you just go, "Okay," and you just put your hands together and you go, "I'm going to jail now. I guess I need a lawyer."
I got them all. Shit.
That's it. You don't try to explain this away.
No.
This is bad. She claimed that Linda had been traveling when Becky had picked her up from the airport.
Yeah.
Becky said that she, quote, made Linda chicken and had cut up the chicken. Then she told law enforcement that they made the video to look like she was covered in blood. So this was like just a prank they were doing. They're like, let's make a video with our surveillance camera, not with our phones to post on Instagram or anything.
Yeah.
With our surveillance camera, it'll get you standing over me with a knife and I'll be covered in chicken blood, and then we'll all get a big laugh out of that. That'll be hilarious.
That's her story.
That's her story. When the woman's actually stabbed to death.
Right there.
Right there. It's not like they couldn't find her body and they found that and she's like, "Well, last time I saw her, she was alive." And we were just doing a prank video.
There's no story.
She's outside, dead. You did this.
It's not working.
This is not working. She was arrested immediately, obviously, on that. They were like, "We just want to hear your explanation." And she actually had one. They went, "Wow, that was ballsy." You cuffing her or am I?
Have you got a story? Oh. It was a TikTok YouTube prank. All right. You're under arrest.
Great. Yeah, turn around, fuckhead. So she's arrested, charged with capital murder, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence.
Yeah.
So the police, remember that police station hug she gave the kids? The kids are mighty pissed about that now, and I don't fucking blame them.
Oh, my.
These poor kids. They had to lose their mother. Not they're adults, but still, they had to lose their mother, then go through months of thinking their father must have killed their mother, so they don't trust their father, and blah, blah, blah. And then they find out, fuck, it's not even him. Like, that has to be a horrible roller coaster of emotions for these poor people. Hey, everybody. Just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit about Sono Bello. You know, the most known secret with celebrities and influencers and all these famous people is so many of them have had lipo. They've had lipo, whether it's a little touch-up here or a total makeover. Yeah. Nobody has a perfect body. That's the thing. No. They may look like it on TV, but there's things that help that. Absolutely. Lipo now has changed, and Sono Bello's been at the forefront with using LAL technology and getting those beautiful and natural outcomes for each person. Looking real natural. Our friends at Sono Bello are offering their best deal. You're now included in their winter savings event, but appointments are limited, so please get on this. Sono Bello doctors are masters in micro laser fat removal, a brilliant technique that removes stubborn fat permanently wherever your problem areas are. Tummy, love handles, thighs, arms, it's gone in one comfortable visit. Eating healthy and workouts are great. Keep doing that, but if you want to lose that stubborn fat in one visit, check out Sono Bello. Save big during their winter savings event. Schedule your free consultation now at sonobello.com/smalltownmurder. That's sonobello.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit more about our stylish friends at Quince. That's right. Let's go elevate your styles, people. Yeah. Get it going. Look good out there. And you can do it now without breaking your wallet, without breaking the bank, because at Quince, you can get high-end, versatile pieces at prices we can all actually afford, which is very nice. You want to get good stuff that lasts and it's good, and they have quality stuff that's very affordable. And you can do like we did, upgrading our stuff here, while still being a very reasonable price. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. It's all quality stuff. You're going to love it. Trust us, it looks good. And I've got the leather jacket. It's a very high-quality item. Real nice, soft leather. Yeah. Jimmie's got his linen pants he's rocking.
Yeah, they're terrific.
Come on, be like us. Be fashionable. Get in there with Quince. Indulge in affordable luxury. Go to quince.com/smalltownmurder for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/smalltownmurder to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit about a very cool place, Thrive Market. Yes, we are both looking to get into the healthy swing this year. The problem is I don't know what's in everything, and I don't know if even I'm qualified to even read the labels to know if that's good or that's bad. Right. There's chemicals in things, and there's things floating around. I don't know what I'm doing out there. One of my favorite features, and I know you were talking to me about this, is the Healthy Swap Scanner in the Thrive Market app. Yeah, it's simple. You scan any item, and it'll instantly suggest a cleaner, healthier grocery alternative, which is
it's great.
Amazing. Yeah. That's great. Thrive Market also takes the guesswork out of finding these safe, healthy foods. For example, like I'm trying to get my protein intake up for energy. I'm always moving around. I need stuff. And I love that you can filter their site by the high protein options.
Nice.
It's very cool. And you can personalize this portion and you can put filters on it. And get ready. You should be ready for a junk-free start to 2025. Get ready for it and head to thrivemarket.com/smalltownmurder and get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/smalltownmurder, thrivemarket.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show. And she's felt
people.
unsafe.
Kate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And it's her own friend that made her feel unsafe.
Friend.
So, wow. Butch said, quote, she's like, I'm so sorry, and didn't necessarily say what for. We just assumed sorry. We just assumed sorry that she was dead because at that point we didn't know Becky had anything to do with it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. So early in the investigation, Becky had lied a bunch to the cops.
Really?
She told detectives that she last saw Linda on May 28th, but then O'Donnell's fiance told the cops that Becky had been to Linda's home multiple times that week.
Oh, my God.
So after she murdered her,
she was going back
on the 28th, she kept going back.
Jesus.
And also, Butch said that, Becky had visited the home, too. Mm-hmm. So, so she was going back to make sure all of her evidence was gone. Probably delete videos if she could.
Up.
Delete shit. So they search Becky's house here. Yeah. And in the affidavit for an application, they say, quote, Rebecca O'Donnell also stated that she has forged the signature of Linda Collins Smith numerous times while filling out checks from the bank account of Linda Collins Smith.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. It is reasonable to conclude that banking documents such as checks, receipts, and other financial records are kept in the home since Ms. O'Donnell had admitted to forging the checks on Linda Collins Smith account. Evidence related to those transactions could be located in the residence, and they were. So a friend here said that she couldn't believe it because this was like her confidant. This was her fucking, this was her this is her Betty White. Yeah. This is her Rose Nyland. This is ridiculous.
She's from Minnesota. She's so sweet.
Oh, man. She said they had each other's backs. That's what makes this so confusing. Never in a million years would I think things would end this way. It's incomprehensible. Everyone's like, what the fuck is happening?
Careful who has your back because they can stab you right in it. It's right there.
Yeah. You need someone to watch your front, too, with these motherfuckers around. So Rebecca is charged, obviously. She is on her way to the memorial service when they stop her vehicle and arrest her with fucking assault rifles drawn.
She was going to go.
She was going to the service, absolutely, to cry and make a big scene. They pull her over, and they arrested her like she was a
real
interstate wanted felon, like, a murderer. That's a dangerous person. She is charged with first-degree murder, like we said. Now, she's in jail for a while. Mm-hmm. Okay. She's in jail. I feel bad for poor Phil, too. Everybody thought he did it.
Jesus,
everybody.
Poor Phil.
Everybody listening right now, you all had Phil convicted, right? Like,
absolutely.
You guys were like, this is kind of a straightforward one. Jesus, this is
easy.
Great. Good job,
no
guys.
At all.
I mean, funny and everything, but there's no twist to it at all. Oh, no.
Phil's a real dick. Oh, my God, I'm a dick.
It's us, damn it. So months later, while she's in jail, she gets some more charges while she's in jail.
Really?
Those have nothing to do with Linda Collins.
Nothing to do with the
by
murder.
The way. Nope. She's charged with solicitation to commit capital murder of Phil.
What?
Of Philip Smith, her the ex-husband of.
She tried to put a contract on Phil?
Phil. Listen to all this. Why are you getting a hitman put out and at you? Phil, you changed,
Poor
man.
guy.
Jail inmates said that she asked them to not only kill Philip Smith, but others as well. She had a full murder list.
What did she think was going to happen?
Becky is raw dog, man. She don't give a fuck.
She's going to murder everyone until she can get out.
Mm-hmm. And that's what it was. That's her plan. She said that she wanted them to kill. This is 4 people she had a plan with, by the way.
My God.
She said, kill Phil Smith and make it look like a suicide. Not only kill him, do like some complicated shit too. Do like some real hitman shit, like kill him, make it look like this and that. You know how hard that is to kill someone and make it look like a suicide in actual practice? That's not easy. So, wow. The others allegedly targeted in the jailhouse plot included Smith's new wife. Let's kill her too.
Really?
I guess she's just an asshole.
She knows too much.
She knows too much. Also, a prosecutor assigned to the case.
Okay.
And a county judge. Anybody else you'd like to kill? A senator, maybe?
When you believe in yourself, James, there's no stopping you.
You really, I mean.
She's shooting for the stars.
Everybody, if I could only have the confidence of Becky.
She's going to kill a judge?
Be a Becky, everybody. You know what I mean? Get out there and be your most spectacular that you could possibly be, because this is a fucking disaster.
She really believes in herself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. One of these inmates, named Hembry is her last name, claimed Becky asked her and another inmate, Cassandra Jefferin, to commit these acts by Halloween. She wanted them...
Got a due date.
Well, this is the reason, because she wanted them to be in costume. And she didn't want that way you can walk down the street in a costume, walk right up to the house, no one will look twice. That's
Get
what
your best, better homes and garden sheets on and get out there and be somebody.
And also leave a suicide note behind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we need that.
And so she left. She gave them a suicide note to leave.
Okay.
They also asked her when they're done killing him and the wife, come on back to the jail here. Mm-hmm. Because I need you to go to the police impound lot, which is right by here, and blow up my Honda Civic. Blow it up. Just explode my Civic. She needs mafia hitmen is what she's looking for. Explosions, fucking staged suicides. This is like an experienced mafia hitman could do this.
If you guys could get a hold of Bruce Willis and John Travolta, I think you can handle this.
Not Cassandra from the fucking county jail. She's not going to get this done. From C Block. Blow up her Honda Civic to destroy evidence that may be in the vehicle.
It may be very suspicious that everybody involved in my case and my
dead
car
and
blew
exploding.
up.
Yeah, on the same day by people in fucking SpongeBob costumes. It was really weird.
By noon on Halloween.
Oh my God! Then Hembry, the other inmate, claimed that Becky also wanted to get someone to, while you're on the outside, get somebody out there that you know that's a real computer expert, because everybody in the county jail knows computer experts, and get them to hack into the Randolph County Jail's computers.
And delete all the evidence.
And plant a virus. Not delete the evidence. Plant a virus that will destroy everything. That way it won't be suspicious. It's viruses happen all the time.
All the guys from Ocean's 11 and then those three guys from The Office. From
Becky
Office
is
Space.
I'm going to say this. You delusional bitch. Becky, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm sorry. But you're out of your fucking gourd, Becky.
We're calling a Hail Mary, you guys.
Yeah, we're going to kill everybody, blow shit up, plant viruses. This is like you're trying to save the earth from a meteor or something. We need to do all these steps. It's crazy. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, we have a better chance of landing Bruce Willis on an asteroid to blow it up.
We do. We have a much better chance than Becky pulling any of this off. She's nuts.
Out of her mind.
So here's another inmate, Rebecca Landrum. She's the third inmate she approached here. This woman said she was in jail for 40 days, Rebecca Landrum. So these aren't even people who are in for life. She's like, you in here for a DUI? How about you kill for me?
I'm here for a month and a half.
Oh. She claimed she was approached on several occasions to kill Phil Smith, his wife, Judge Harold Irwin, and Henry Boyce, the prosecutor.
Yeah.
She claimed that Phil Smith, this is Becky's claims of why she wants to do this. She said, I have to do this because Phil Smith set her up.
Oh, Phil, this is all Phil's doing.
This is all Phil's doing. Phil is a master of like video doctoring. He can get you to look like you're standing over a corpse holding a bloody knife. He's really good.
He's the creator of deep fakes.
Yeah, well, he works for George Lucas, actually. He did a lot of the CGI stuff in the newer Star Wars movies, and you know how it goes.
A circuit court judge in Arkansas is the driving force behind AI.
Yeah, obviously. He's there. A disgraced fucking...
A disgraced
resigned circuit court judge from Arkansas that's fighting with his wife about thousands of dollars in silver coins.
Created deep fakes.
He did this. She told this person and all the other inmates that the video of her holding a bloody knife was doctored.
Okay.
She literally claimed that. It's a fake. Fucking
photoshopped.
Wow. She said by killing Phil, she believed that charges against her would be dropped because that way he wouldn't be able to. He has
Phil's
nothing to do with
the evidence.
The evidence is the fucking video.
Right. You're going to need to get rid of the video, dear.
She also wanted this Rebecca Landrum to make evidence disappear. She told Landrum to kill Smith at his home in Mammoth Spring while his wife was away. She said, don't do it on the weekend, though, because that's when he has his grandkids. So you'll have to kill everybody then. It'll be messier.
So you want me to kill this man when the wife isn't there. I got to do two different
Now I got to do two
scenes.
Well, I guess she might have changed her mind about the wife by the time she talked to this one. So back to this Cassandra Jefferin. She said that O'Donnell gave her a book titled Liar, which is appropriate, on November 8th, 2019, with a suicide note written on one of the blank pages of the book.
Wow.
There's a couple blank pages in the back.
She wrote the suicide note.
She wrote the suicide note, so this is what you plant on Phil, okay?
Yeah.
She said that later on they said Ms. O'Donnell had realized that Ms. Landrum was not going to carry out her plan to kill Philip Smith and destroy evidence. Therefore, she needed to be killed so she doesn't notify law enforcement. She went to Jefferin and asked about, can you kill that Landrum one? Can you kill Rebecca Landrum? Because I told her shit I maybe shouldn't have told her. So now there's a fifth person she wants to kill.
God damn.
Sixth, because she already killed one. This is insane. Small Town Murder Express, man. We fucking bring it. So, and the regular episode, but it's crazy. This is bonkers.
Each person's gonna finish a job and have to kill the next person.
Yeah. You get a
it's the Joker in the Dark Knight.
You get a cat to go after the mouse. You get a dog to go after the cat. You get a wolf to go after the dog, and eventually you have an elephant running from a mouse, and that's what you have in every cartoon.
Why she swallowed the fly.
I don't get it. So Amber Boyd, another inmate, she said that Becky had approached her to kill Landrum.
Wow.
She approached her, this Amber Boyd, she approached a woman named Amber and asked her if she could, quote, make people go away.
Amber, do you make people disappear?
Amber.
Yeah, I delete their phone number.
Yes, cold-blooded Amber here. Yes, I blocked them on Instagram. Exactly. There you go.
They're gone forever.
So Amber Boyd said no. Yeah. So then Becky said, you think you could find someone who could for me?
Yeah, sure.
She said that this Amber Boyd was unclear as to why O'Donnell wanted Landrum killed. However, Amber Boyd did hear about a plan that Becky, quote, wanted somebody good with computers and wanted evidence destroyed and something happening to the senator's ex-husband and the judge.
Holy.
She also claimed that Linda Collins was her best friend and she didn't kill her. Now, how is she going to get these inmates to do this? With what money?
I am baffled.
Well, her payment was she told these inmates that they could take a bag of gold and silver coins from Philip Smith's house as payment. When you kill him, they said it should be about $30,000 worth of gold and silver coins. You can take those. Okay? Problem is, the coins are gone because Becky stole them originally.
What?
They found that there was 3 sales by her, 2 at Memphis Gold Buyers in Memphis and 1 at Gold and Diamond Prospectors in Little Rock, totaling $15,110.
She already sold them.
She sold a combination of jewelry and a variety of coins.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, that is a lot. So, during conversations with this inmate, it was revealed that O'Donnell claimed that Linda had been stabbed 16 times, which was what the number was, and the cops had not released that to anybody else yet.
Oh, bingo.
So
that's
unless
the right number.
Unless Amber somehow did the stabbing, then Becky did it and knows about it. So they said that she had sold all these coins, and that's a fucking problem here. Obviously, there. The total for all amount, $15,110. So all of the inmates turn her in. Shanna, Cassandra, Amber, and Rebecca all turn her in.
All the mean girls.
They described Becky as, quote, frantic and out of control. I would say.
Yeah.
Anybody could just kill anybody for me. Hembry claimed that O'Donnell said, if anybody finds out about any of this, I'll be in really big trouble. I'll be in bigger trouble than I am now. Yeah. Wow, trying to kill the prosecutor, too.
Unbelievable.
She said that Rebecca Landrum and Hembry told investigators that Becky was trying to get someone in jail to kill Amanda Hobson, some other inmate, because she might have overheard some of the conversations.
She may have heard about it.
Wasn't even involved.
They need to lock this bitch up forever.
Becky stated that she thought about suffocating Ms. Hobson in her sleep. Jesus Christ, she's a sick fucking bitch. This is what? 7 people now she's got on her fucking hit list?
She needs to be alone in a cell by herself
Sammy
forever.
the Bull Gravano didn't go after this many people. This is fucking nuts. So they said that she told Amber Boyd that Collins was her best friend, but she also referred to Linda Collins as a diva as well. And that's the same term she used to describe Linda Collins in her first interview with law enforcement, too. She's kind of a diva, but yeah.
You stole from her, you asshole.
Yeah. So her lawyer says that's ridiculous. They said it's an outlandish accusation by people who are obviously just trying to get their own sentences reduced. So they said, okay, well, that's funny. We have video evidence from inside of the jail of O'Donnell passing a note to an inmate. The note contained, this is the same one that the inmate turned into the cops. They have video footage of the whole chain of this thing, and the FBI confirmed that it is in O'Donnell's handwriting as well.
Uh-oh.
She's pretty fucked here. So anyway, they have warrants to search a computer seized from the Rock and Roll Highway 67 Inn that had been operated by Collins, and a 2011 Ford Focus owned by O'Donnell's mother as well. Okay. So, in between plotting murders here, she claimed that she filed a complaint in jail on August 27, 2019. She claimed that several commissary items had been stolen from her cell, including candy bars, coffee, and a package of ramen noodles.
Don't care.
Not happy. She said, quote, I would have forgiven and forgotten, but they aren't confessing, so something needs to be done.
I'm going to murder somebody.
I'm going to murder. That's what I mean. Watch out. She is going to murder somebody. Yeah. So her fiance says, no way she's guilty.
What?
Yep. He said when we were pulled over, there's not a chance that she's responsible. When we were pulled over and she was arrested, he said that you could see the utter look of disbelief on her face when that happened. Becky worked for Linda, but Linda was a family friend. She was like a sister. Becky's not capable of this. I haven't questioned that. Either she's the best actress in the world and a sociopath and has totally fooled me, or there's not a chance she did this.
I like the totally fooled part.
Yeah. So
she got you, bud.
They're going to take her to trial, and just when trial's about to come, she cops a plea.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You're going to jail you're going to die. They're going to murder you.
She admitted forging the checks. Yeah. She pleaded no contest to 2 counts of solicitation to commit capital murder for the jail stuff. She had to commit guilty to first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse. And she says in court, quote, I went to Linda's house and I intentionally killed her and then hid the body.
Yeah, we know.
She said she was stealing money when she was confronted about it by Linda. Oh. And she says she just snapped. Didn't know what happened.
Yeah. And from that moment on, anybody that says boo to her has to go.
Yep, has to go. You're all going.
Everybody's going to die.
Butch gives the family statement, and he says, the last memory of her that I have was me making the 911 call and trying not to vomit over the sight and smell of my mother's body. The plea deal is not what my first choice would have been, but at least we have a guaranteed amount of time she will be in prison for, and that is you, ma'am. Hey, fuck off. 57 years in prison. 50 for the murder, 7 for each one of the solicitation to commit, and they will run concurrently, but then consecutively with the murder charge. Eligible for a parole after 50 years. She ain't getting out. She'd be 99.
It's over for her. Yeah,
she's done.
She's going to die there. Yeah.
So, Kate said, the daughter, today our family has found swift justice by way of a plea deal. No amount of punishment will ever fill the void that Rebecca O'Donnell made in our lives the day she killed our mother. Today we find some shred of peace that O'Donnell will be put away in prison for a very long time and unable to hurt anyone else. That's not true, as we know of.
No, she'll kill so many people.
Her fiance, by the way, said he was completely blown away by this. Timmy had no clue.
Why would she plea?
Timmy's an attorney and had power of attorney over Linda Collins. So he had Linda Collins' power of attorney. He said that he was shocked by her confession, and he's never charged with anything. They end up moving her out of the state, by the way.
Really?
She was transferred for security reasons, and they wouldn't say where she was or anything like that. 2021, they finally released the rest of the files on this case. They held on to them for an awfully long time. There is a Facebook group, #Justice for Linda Collins. They said the page is created to keep Linda's name out there until justice is finally found. But justice has been found at this point. But it's still on there. And one of the comments on one of the posts is this, quote, I was Becky's bartender at a local club and never liked her. I caught her in lies often. That's Small Town Murder Express, everybody. That's some small town shit there. If you like that show, tell the world about it. Get on whatever app you're listening on. Give us 5 stars. Post on social media. Tell your friends. Share the show. It really fucking helps. So thank you for doing that. Listen to Crime and Sports. Listen to Your Stupid Opinions. Follow us at Small Town Murder on Instagram, patreon.com/crime and sports. Get all your bonus episodes. It's only $5. Get in there this week. The Prisoner Dating Game, everybody. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Get in there. You know you want it. Buy your tickets, shutupandgivememurder.com. Listen to Your Stupid Opinions. Listen to Crime and Sports. Keep coming back and seeing us over and over and over again. If you want to follow us on social media, super easy to do that. You just hit that follow button. Shutupandgivememurder.com, and then there's a drop-down menu, and all the links are there to everything. Yeah. Get your tickets now. Shows are selling out that are months away. Phoenix is 11 months away and sold out. So get in there. Keep hanging out with us. And until next week, everybody, it's been our pleasure.
Hope you're well, Phil. Bye.
If you like Small Town Murder, you can listen early and ad-free now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. Prime members can listen early and ad-free on Amazon Music. Before you go, tell us about yourself by filling out a short survey at Wondery.com/survey.
He was hip-hop's biggest mogul, the man who redefined fame, fortune, and the music industry.
The first male rapper to be honored on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Sean Diddy Combs.
Diddy built an empire and lived a life most people only dream about.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But just as quickly as his empire rose, it came crashing down.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. I'm disgusted. I'm so sorry.
Until you're wearing an orange jumpsuit, it's not real. Now it's real.
From his meteoric rise to his shocking fall from grace, from law and crime, this is the rise and fall of Diddy. Listen to the rise and fall of Diddy exclusively with Wondery Plus